We are back on one of our newer lawns that we picked up recently. We are just getting ready to start with our third round of the year. This is a nitrogen fertilizer. As the lawn is coming out of dormancy, the main nutrients that it's going to need is going to be that nitrogen for that growth. On this lawn, we haven't had any treatments or anything previously. I don't think that they've had any treatments at all. So there's been no pre-emergent going into the fall last year to prevent a lot of the winter grassy weeds that we still have. Now, as the temperatures continue to rise, those will automatically burn off, and it's just starting to do that. It's real splotchy right now, but the temperatures haven't quite gotten to that point where we're getting that all across the yard. So still a lot of that hanging around. I would imagine over like the next month or so, we'll notice more of that starting to die off. And then as we get into probably the end of that next month, we should have everything dying off. And then we'll know how much Bermuda grass we have, how much St. Augustine, and then what we need to do moving forward to facilitate as much growth as possible to get this lawn where it needs to be. We're also going to do today, along with our fertilizer, is taking care of weeds. So we're going to spot treat for any broadleaf weeds that we have right now. As these temperatures warm up, those products work a lot faster. So a lot of times we were waiting about 10 to 14 days for those weeds to die. This is going to be a little bit quicker, usually within about a week's time frame. As we start to get some of these weeds out of here as well, in the backyard, there have been a lot of shade issues. There's a lot of thin areas. We're going to be able to see what the predominant grass is, and then we can kind of figure out if we need to put some more sod down to facilitate the growth in those areas or do overseed with something else. So it's still going to take us about a month before we get to that point. But after we get there, we'll do another update to let you know what we need to do moving forward. So as I'm going through the yard right now, all we're looking for are the broadleaf weeds. There's a few on this lawn that are going to be slightly stubborn. One is Dayflower, which is the one I just sprayed right here. This one takes a little bit of persistence, sometimes coming out and spraying it a little bit more often. So instead of like every 4 to 6 weeks, it would be closer to like every 2 to 3 weeks. Occasionally when it does become a problem, we do have to use multiple products on there because it can get a tolerance going. So sometimes we have to switch back and forth between 2 different products, but it's not anything that we can't get under control. There's one more that's a pretty stubborn weed, which is Virginia buttonweed. This is one that also takes some persistence. One of the products that we usually use that does the best on it would be Celsius. I think that is something that you can get over the counter. I don't know that that's a restricted product or anything, but that is going to be the best one that does help kill those 2 weeds the best. Otherwise, the grassy weeds, like I spoke previously, we're just kind of waiting for those warmer temperatures to kill those off.